G'day YouTube. I wasn't gonna do it, but I broke down. I saw a real nice cheap set of stickers, 45 bucks. They're just generic things, but I'm gonna go ahead and sticker up the YZ a bit. Again, I wasn't gonna bother to put them on since it's only driving around the farm, but you know, the lights looked horrible, and painting them is a short-term solution, so the heck with it. These are just generics I got. Nothing fancy. They're 3M, so you know they're decent quality decals. We're gonna go ahead and throw them on. I already cleaned up the plastics as best as I can. I ripped the plastic coat off. I didn't like the shades. The white was okay, but the blue was too light. It didn't match the tank. And yeah, I'm throwing all my stickers on the ground. So for 45 bucks, you know what? I couldn't paint it that cheaply, so we're gonna go through and throw some stickers on. I am gonna have issues with the tank because that IMS tank, IMS, not IMF, like I've been saying, IMS tank is a little wider in this area here, so it's kind of throwing off the line here on the seat. We'll make it look okay. Maybe do some trimming. We'll see. Okay, let's get at her. That'll work. I'm not going to bore you with the entire process here. If you have decals that have matching lines, like say from the rad shroud across the tank, there's a line at the same. What you want to do is tape them all in place first. That way you know things are lined up. Don't trust that the holes in the plastics and the cutaways in the tank are going to match perfectly, because if you look at, for instance here, you got two lines that are continuing on, this one and this one. And if you just guess at it and go ahead and stick that on, and then you go to line this up, you could be off by a bit and it'll look a little bit weird, but you know, a little bit of patience. I'm going to put this one on first because I don't have a whole lot of wiggle room when you start popping out your cutouts for your bolts. This one's going to be the tricky one here. Take all your cutouts out. That'll help you line up. As you can see, there's 5 things on the rad shrouds here that kind of have to line up or it'll look a little bit silly. And you don't got to be exact. Okay, I wouldn't worry about that one, but I'm going to tape it across here, I think. That'll be my start point. It'll look alright. Oh, these flies are driving me bonkers. Okay, so we got her taped up, and it's basically in line. This is not too bad because there's not a lot of in and out contours. It's a fairly flat piece. So I shouldn't have too much trouble with bubbles. I just wanted to make sure the holes were all kind of lined up, and you see you want to push it flat. That's obviously the way it's going to stick. And just go around and check your fitment. Like, they're never perfect. You can see this is an oval hole but a circle cutout. That hole is way bigger than what you're going to get, but it should, I think. It should be alright. So, where your start point is, you want to kind of go with a straight edge. I could have went up front here. You can see when I line this side up, it pulls that hole off. So they're not perfect, but it is what it is. So, just peel off the corner here to start with of the backing. Leave the front piece on. You just want to peel part of it back, and that's going to be your start point. So again, check it before you actually start sticking. And it's money. Okay, so what I do is I just kind of walk along with my finger and force out any air bubbles as I'm going. And you want to pull straight. See here, it kind of overlapped a bit, but there's really nothing you can do about it. You can go by later with an X-Acto and trim it, but when you get to these little areas where you really got to be careful. Leave a spot like that till the end because there's actually flexibility here. And there you go. My single air bubble. And what you want to do now is go around the edges, because if it's going to peel, it's going to peel around the edges. A little bit firmer pressure than what we did before. And take your tape off. And now you can peel off your face piece. Not too bad, 45 bucks. Now that it's good and shiny, you can see if there's air bubbles or not. Hey, we call this a win. That's a pretty sweet looking decal. Okay, so the tank one, and again, you can see these two lines here carry on. You almost need to step back to get a look at it. And you can see because of the tank difference, how that end isn't matching up even close. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to tape it on so that these lines kind of line up. And take out a pair of scissors and just trim that straight. So again, same thing. There's a couple of weird angles and cuts in the tank. So you just want to pull it a little bit, work it in with your finger. You can actually hear there the backside's ripping because of the angle. So I want to stop and go back and fix that. Go. Otherwise you're going to end up with a piece that's not sticking. There. And again, this isn't perfect because it's not the stock tank, but they look like they line up to me. Hopefully you got that and my fat head wasn't in the way for it all. We're going to do the back two pieces now. Now these ones don't have any continuing lines, so I don't really have to worry about them too much. Alright, they don't have to line up that much, so I can do them as individuals. I can leave the airbox part after because it's small and do the side. Now the straight part would be the above, and because there's a cut here, that probably makes the most sense. I'm going to tape that on. The reason I'm saving this cutout one, I'm going to match it up on the other side and cut the same shape. Hopefully it'll work out. No overhangs, that'll do. Yeah, this plastic here was pretty badly warped when I got it. And I used a heat gun to get the shape back. So that explains why the sticker probably fit perfect, but again, it's good enough. It's not a show bike. Hey, they're only stickers. Air bubble right there. One little air bubble. better already. Oh yeah. It has been some hot this summer. Love those straight flat ones. Okay, doesn't get much easier than those. Looks better already.